How's it going, everyone? Connor here with the Diamond here in our brand new studio and back with another edition of the Baseball Vlog. Today I want to talk about MLB The Show because at the time of recording this video, MLB The Show 21 is just 2 months away. And as a lot of people were hoping for, it looks like MLB The Show is going big time for 2021. And that could potentially revolutionize the way people see baseball in the future. Among the many topics we discussed in our previous video on the subject, which I highly recommend you check out after this one if you haven't already, we discussed the possibility of MLB The Show 21 becoming cross-platform, or at the very least, the franchise becoming cross-platform in the near future. A move that would greatly expand the user base of the game and greatly expand the reach of Major League Baseball. And after years of pestering fans and a lot of complicated legal agreements with Xbox, it looks like they are finally making the leap this year, making MLB The Show available for Xbox players for the first time ever in 2021. And this is a huge deal, because it means that for the first time since the 2K series ended nearly 10 years ago, MLB finally has a flagship video game that is available on both PlayStation and Xbox. And while it's not available on PC or Nintendo just yet, it's still a huge step forward, not just for the game developers, but also for Major League Baseball in general. Let me explain. The first major way that this helps MLB is by providing positive exposure to the sport for millions of potential fans out there. Between the release of MLB 2K13 and MLB The Show 21, if you had an Xbox, a Nintendo console, or a PC, your only option for a baseball game were things like RBI Baseball, which were fine, I guess, but were too simplistic and arcadey and looked like knockoffs compared to real simulation sports titles. If your goal is to try and keep people interested in the sport, you're not going to do that by providing a frankly crappy product that people only want to play for maybe 5 minutes before they get bored of it. You really need a game like MLB The Show, which has deeper game modes, better gameplay, and ultimately a better representation of Major League Baseball than any other video game on the market. Because it's been an exclusive for so long, the growth of the game has really been limited because there's only so many people with the PlayStation console out there who like baseball. But now that we're finally adding Xbox players into the mix, we have the potential to double the user base of this game in just a year, which could bring millions of more people into the game. And if they might not be that big of a baseball fan, but they pick up this game and get really into it, we have the potential to also gain hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of new MLB fans out there, if the game is as good as advertised. But they aren't the only ones destined to grow from this development. One of the biggest trends we've seen over the last decade is the growth of streaming and video game content on platforms like YouTube and Twitch, and sports gaming has been a huge factor in this rise. In fact, when it comes to online platforms like YouTube, a lot of the biggest and most watched creators in sports aren't the players or the analysts, they're gamers. In fact, when it comes to widely available flagship games such as Madden or 2K, the people who make content surrounding these games can have massive followings both on and offline. People like QJB, Chris Smoove, Troy Dan, Flight, and TD Barrett, who used to make a ton of MLB The Show content but has since drifted away to more popular games like Madden and 2K in recent years. Meanwhile, MLB The Show content just has not been as popular on these platforms, mostly because the game is only offered on one platform, meaning that only a certain population of people can actually play the game, and therefore only a certain few are actually going to be interested in that content. But that all is going to change this year, and it looks like 2021 is going to be the biggest year ever to be an MLB The Show content creator. Not only are MLB The Show creators like Fuzzy, Cougs, Kevin, and Shelfie going to absolutely blow up this season, but we're also probably going to see brand new creators hit the big time in 2021 that we don't even know about yet. Or as Fuzzy would put it, MLB The Show 21 is going to change lives. And as the game continues to grow in terms of a growing user base and a growing online presence, it's going to have a huge spillover effect for Major League Baseball as it attempts to market the game to a wider and wider audience. The more that people download the game, play the game, and watch content surrounding the game, the more likely they're going to be invested in actual baseball in the real world. They're going to go to games. They're going to watch the game on TV. They're going to interact with their favorite teams and players online. And they're going to become fans themselves. All of which are going to be a huge win for MLB as it continues to go forward and try to figure out its footing in this new sports landscape. And that's why MLB The Show 21 is going to be one of the biggest stepping stones and developments in MLB's plan to try and bring back the game to its previous cultural relevance. But with that being said, I pass things off to you now. What are you most excited for MLB The Show 21, and what console are you going to be playing it on? Let me know in the comment section down below. That's going to do it for this edition of the Baseball Vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like this video and subscribe down below if you're new. Additionally, if you want to check out some more baseball content, you can click right here to see more of our videos, or you can click down below to check out some of our favorite baseball videos on the platform. Additionally, you can find us online at readthediamond.com or at TheDiamondUS on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.